It is a great honour for me to be awarded this doctorate. I certainly didn't expect it. I didn't think I was being noticed by the university, actually. I was just getting on with the job. It is also a great privilege to be speaking to you all at your graduation ceremony. You have all had to work extremely hard to achieve your various university degrees. It's not easy, and it requires a lot of dedication and sacrifice of your leisure time, your social activities, and as well as significant financial pressure. Well done to you all. You are the few real winners in the top 1% of New Zealanders who will receive real greatness. I am privileged to be in such esteemed company. I studied many years ago at Canterbury University and came out with an honours degree in physics with a special interest in nuclear physics. In nuclear-free New Zealand, this is one area you can guarantee you won't get a job. But for you and I, a university degree is not about a guaranteed future career, but a training of the mind, so you can turn yourself into anything in the future. After finishing my university, I first turned to computers and started as a trainee computer programmer, writing code. Within 5 years, I had progressed through senior programmer, systems analyst, lead systems analyst, and data processing manager with a staff of 25 under me. We set up and ran the very first real-time online network connecting branches from Auckland to Invercargill in New Zealand. This was way ahead of its time. After about 10 years in computers, I actually left. I went sheep farming. Sort of slightly different. Never worked so hard in all my life. Man, it's hard doing farming. And during this time, I was quietly building up a commercial property portfolio. The dissolving of my marriage meant I needed to find cash. So I sold the farm and concentrated on my properties. This is when I created what we all knew as the Strip, being a string of bars and restaurants along Oxford Terrace at the Bridge of Remembrance. Licensing laws had changed and allowed outside dining, so I was the first to create al fresco dining in Christchurch. I knew that not every bird would poop in your soup, and that this was the very way of the future. Other areas such as Soul Square, Poplar Lane, Nature Street, Victoria Street, Merivale and Lincoln Road followed many years later. I loaned a developer some money to convert an old office building to apartments, but he ran into financial trouble, so I paid off his loans and bills and took over and redirected the project into an apartment hotel called The Poplars. I created Oasis Restaurant to support the hotel. I could not find anyone to run the hotel or the restaurants, so I ended up running these myself. Talk about challenges. I owned the Russley Hotel, which was not trading that well, and it was old and dated. My Central City strip killed it off the bar trade there, and most people wanted to stay in town, not by the airport. I was in partnership with my sister at this time. I then teamed up with an experienced retirement village developer, bought my sister out, and we closed the hotel. The Russley Retirement Village was then born and has been under construction for 10 years now. It survived the earthquake very well. Currently it has over 70 villas and apartments, with more being built right at this moment. It is a real success story. Central City, well, the earthquakes hit my 12 buildings in the Central City really hard. I now have nothing left in the Central City. So I've had to reinvent myself as a developer rather than an investor. And although they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, this old dog has had to currently learn some new tricks. Today I'm creating the Terrace Precinct, which is a half-city block in the centre of Christchurch, which will house 2 stories of bars and restaurants overlooking the Avon River and a central piazza. We plan to be open next year, and I want you all to come along and be there and support it, please. One thing I have done is to handpick an A-team to have around me to assist and deliver this project So my comment to you would be, surround yourself with skill sets that you do not have. So my message is really simple. Never take no for an answer. I think this could have got me into trouble with the girls in my earlier years. Believe in yourself. You have the brain to do anything. Your first job won't be your last. Life will take you on many paths and many journeys. We all make mistakes. Learn from these mistakes, move on, but don't repeat them. Have fun in whatever you do. Surround yourself with positive and dynamic people. You are at the start of a wonderful and exciting journey, and your university degree will stand you in good stead for that journey. Enjoy the journey. That is what life is all about. Go Commerce!